I got my coffee. I've done this intro like 5,000 times because I'm taking forever to start on this video. Did my brows off camera. I'm gonna prep my skin now. Squalene from The Ordinary. I'm gonna be using that on my face to prep my skin. Rub them against each other and just really work that into the face. So I'm just going in with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Okay. Any extra, just like bring it down because it's like good for the skin. It's like vitamin C. Okay, that's basically what I'm going to do for my skin prep. Like I said, for today's video, I'm going to be comparing the dupe that I found for the Morphe brush set with Makeup by Ariel. That's such a long name, so I'm just going to say the Ariel brush set collab and the dupe that I found on AliExpress. I'm going to just go in through each of the steps of my makeup routine. Most of these brushes, you could use it with cream or powdered products, and I guess I'll go along the way and just show you guys what I'm going to use. So that's basically it for my skin prep. I'm going to clean my sponges really quick, and then I'll probably start off with color correcting and foundation. I love to go in with the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm just going to go in directly with the product and apply it on my face. But those that are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. You know, if you're listening, I just wanted to say that you are a beautiful person, a wonderful human being, and yeah, glad to see that we are vibing together in this video. I'm gonna give this first shot of this brush set. So one of the brushes that, okay, wait, let me go back. Okay, so when I mean dupe, there's like a brush that looks similar to each of the brushes in the Morphe X Ariel collab brush set that you can also basically get it from the other Jessup brand, and it also comes with 2 extra brushes. So I guess for today's look, I'm gonna just blend out my face with what I think is the dupe for each brush. So this is what you can see. The bottom looks definitely different and comparable in size. You can see that both brushes have different bristles, meaning like this one's slightly more flared versus this one. It's actually smaller, but I think it's supposed to be the dupe in the brush set. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this side with the Jessup brush set. And I'm just using this brush, which would be in the Makeup by Ariel, the A24 brush. I made a bold statement when I said that this brush set would be superior to the Morphe X Ariel brush set collab. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like they're very comparable. I'm gonna go in with the A24 brush. So I'm gonna use this one on my other side of the base. Okay, so I would say that the Morphe brush is a little bit less dense. Not that that's a bad thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's still applying the makeup basically the same, but that's not to say that the other brush is not performing the same. This one feels a little bit more precise, where you can get in the corners a little bit easier. So I would just say that so far the A24 brush from Morphe just applies the product like a little bit fluffier, I would say. This one's a little bit more dense, but honestly, application wise, makeup wise on the skin, it literally doesn't have a difference. The A24 brush is a little bit more looser, so it kind of just feels like you're like lightly tapping the face, versus this one, you kind of feel the denseness on your skin. So I'm gonna go in with the shade 10 Latte from e.l.f. I'm just gonna correct on both eyes. I don't think I'm gonna use a brush for this one. I'm just gonna do my regular makeup routine and use the brushes that I want to use for certain steps. So for contour, I'm just gonna use this Makeup Shack T42 brush, and I'm gonna pick up some of the Hollywood Flawless filter in the shade Deep, 6.5 Deep, as my contour. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm just gonna add the shade from One Size. These are both my favorite foundations at the moment, so I'm going to combine these two. So I'm going to grab the shade Tahoe from NARS, and then also the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in the shade 7.75. So just going in with an A24 brush from Morphe, I'm just going to blend everything out on my face, and then I'm going to go on the other side as well and just blend that into my skin. I'll be honest, I still can't really tell a difference on how it applies on my skin other than just the way it feels on the face. For blush, this one from Hans Skincare Cosmetics. This is in the shade Coral Hibiscus. For blush, I'm gonna go in with another dupe. Here is this is the dupe for the A58 brush from the Morphe palette, or the Morphe brush set. Like I said, the dupe is appearing to be a little bit more dense, but application wise and finish wise, it's still really good. There's no difference. So I'm just going to use that to blend out my blush. And oh my god, this one is so soft. This one feels super good on the face. This one's a little less dense, yeah, for sure. I like to bring my blush right at the temples of my head or my face, because I like the finish. Super good. Okay, so on this side, I'm gonna go in with the 858 brush. This one is actually a little bigger on the face. But yeah, I guess, yeah, these are a little bit more similar in dupe because of how it feels on the face. The only thing I'll say is that the brushes from Morphe seem to be a little bit bigger. So it's like not a bad thing, I would say. I'm gonna just blend out my concealer since I let it sit a little bit, and I'm gonna use a sponge for that. I'm gonna go in with another blush. This is from MAC. This is in the shade Flowerescent, their Glow Play blush. So I'm just gonna grab some with the dupe. Going in with the Morphe A58 brush. I'm gonna just set my face with a little bit of rose water spray. It looks so good. Okay, so I'm just gonna set my face with a couple of the new items. If you guys have seen my other previous videos, I did mention this, but for setting my under eyes, I've been loving applying some pink powder from Ben Nye. So I'm gonna use this, and then I'm also gonna mix it with some Fenty Beauty lavender powder, because these two are so good together. So I'm just gonna mix these on a plate. That was a lot of powder, and I'm just gonna just wipe off the bottom with a A32 brush from Morphe. And then I'm also gonna brush this side off with the Dupe, which is this one right here. Here's a up close comparison. It's supposed to be the Dupe, but you know, this one's a little bit smaller, thinner, denser. But really, it just behaves so similarly. I actually like this one because it's a little bit smaller. You can get in the crevices on your face. Okay, so for the rest of my face, I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush like this. This is the medium dark mineralized powder from MAC. Very bold of me to wear white when applying makeup. I probably should have changed my shirt. Okay, so this is with my face set, and I guess, can you guys really tell the difference so far? Let me know in the comments down below. My face is feeling a little dry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some rose water spray again. Okay, so I guess to set my bronzer, I'm gonna just mix these two shades from Hoola. This is another dupe. Oh, actually, let me use the same location. So another dupe. This is the A21 brush, and this is the Jessup dupe. These have been appearing a little bit more denser, a little bit smaller, but same technique. So I'm just gonna apply bronzer. I love how soft these brushes are though, like just in general. This the Dupe and also the Makeup by Ariel, both are superior products in terms of like high end, and also you're getting a good bargain for the amount of brushes for the Dupe. Forgot to mention that the Dupe set was $27 on AliExpress. You could also find it on Amazon, and I'll link both of the items down below. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the A21 brush from Morphe. This one's a little bigger on my face and not as soft, I would actually say. This is the first brush I kind of feel a difference in terms of like the stiffness of the bristles on the Morphe one. So that was another dupe for the powdered contour. So now we're gonna do some blush. So for blush, I think the biggest difference in terms of like the dupes that I found is, like, for example, I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be the dupe for the Morphe A22 brush. A lot of influencers have been using this one to apply blush. And so you can definitely tell the size. This one's smaller, but we'll see how it looks on the skin. I guess the other difference that I've noticed with this dupe comparison is that the bristles are actually softer. Yeah, it's superior. Like, to me, like the Jessup brush set is winning, like, to be honest. They're better for smaller faces like mine. This brush from Jessup, I'm gonna pick up this pink powder Prisme Libre blush that I recently purchased. Wow, I love this brush. The Jessup brush is small enough to fit right in that area where my blush is supposed to go. Okay, let's try the Morphe A22 brush. Also coating that brush. Okay, I just had to go and contour my face a little bit more again this time, so just added a little bit more powder with my puff. And now I'm just gonna go in with the other blush. This is from NARS. This is in the shade Coeur Battante. I'm just picking up with the other brush. I'm gonna go in with the Milani Luminoso Glow. This is, yeah, 05 Luminoso. that is practically all the brushes that I'm gonna be using to review the comparison for this video. I'm gonna just go and do my eyes off camera, and then I'll be right back to give you my final thoughts on everything. Okay, so this is the finished look. This is a side-by-side comparison. So this side is the Jessup brushes set, and then this side is the Makeup by Ariel set. Overall thoughts, you know what? This might be an actual true dupe for the Morphe X Ariel brush set from Morphe. It really is. It does stand up to, in terms of like quality, against the Morphe brush set. The Jessup brushes are phenomenal. They're superior quality, and I don't know if it's just my personal experience with these brushes, but they are softer. Like the bristles are softer. They do come in like a slightly smaller size in comparison to the Morphe brush set, which to me is actually kind of a positive thing because I have a small face. It's a great bargain, I guess. It's a great price point, and yeah, the product quality is there for sure. So my recommendation is to save you a couple of bucks, just purchase the Jessup brush set. And if you're not happy with the quality, which I don't think you will be, but if you do end up not liking it, you can always purchase the Morphe X Ariel brush set. I actually got an extra set for my makeup kit, and yeah, honestly I had a really great time comparing these two for you guys, and honestly I loved my makeup today. So anyway, thank you so much for sticking through this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and if you're new here, be sure to click follow and subscribe to my channel to watch more of my content on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.